Hello and thank you for watching You Money Happiness, a channel devoted to folks who want to live a good life and who understand that money and money management have a significant impact on our personal experiences. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and comment. My name is Armando Roggio, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about a pretty popular side hustle or even primary business, e-commerce dropshipping. What's more, if you watch all the way to the end, I'm going to answer a question for you. Will the e-commerce dropshipping side hustle make you rich? Watch and see. Dropshipping is an e-commerce fulfillment model. With dropshipping, a retailer doesn't have to have a particular product in inventory in order to sell that product. Instead, when the store gets an order, it turns around and orders the product from one of its suppliers. Now, this can be, a manufacturer, a distributor, or even another retailer. And the supplier then sends the product to the store's customer. This model can work for established retailers. For example, if you go to the Sur La Table website, one of my favorites, and you place an order, there is a chance that one of Sur La Table's suppliers will actually drop ship you that product and fulfill the order. Now, this is not because Sur La Table can't do it itself. The company certainly has fulfillment capabilities. For example, it can ship from its stores. However, it can also drop ship when it makes sense. And there are lots of times when drop shipping does make sense for an established retailer. This could have to do with inventory levels, it could have to do with shipping costs, it could have to do with the availability of labor. In a few of my previous roles, I have managed e-commerce businesses and e-commerce marketing, and I like to use drop shipping as a way to test new products. So I can add a product to the website, I can market it, and I can see if it's going to sell and make a nice profit. If it does sell, I may add it to regular inventory where I can earn more on each and every order. Now, this works in part for established retailers because they get to buy dropship items at or close to their negotiated wholesale prices. So an apparel retailer may have 50 points of margin on a particular shirt, and that retailer can sell that item via dropshipping and still make a pretty nice profit. The scenario that I just described for established retailers is significantly different than the situation for folks who want to try dropshipping as a side hustle. As an example, one of the leading sort of dropshipping software solutions is called Oberlo. And at the time that I'm making this video, Oberlo is owned by and highly integrated with Shopify. And of course, there are other solutions out there like Spocket or Modalist. Now, all of these businesses make it extremely easy to add dropshipping items, products to an e-commerce website, and they make it really easy to process dropshipping orders, but they do not guarantee success. In fact, I think there are probably three big problems with this form of e-commerce dropshipping. Although Oberlo and Spocket and Modalist can all point to products they list that have good profit margins, and although they can all point to businesses on their platforms that are successful, I don't think that this is the norm. For example, some of the products that you will find through Oberlo come from a site called AliExpress, which is, essentially a retail site with retail prices. So if you're trying to sell one of those products, you cannot significantly mark up the price in some cases. What's more, your margin will take a hit just from the cost of selling the product. So you're going to have to pay Shopify or another e-commerce platform. You're going to have to pay Oberlo. You have to buy the product. You have to pay for shipping. You have to even pay for payment processing. And in the end, margins can be really, really thin. Now, you could break this mold. You could do what established retailers do and go out and create a direct relationship with a distributor or with a manufacturer and find some products that you can really earn a good margin on. But I do not believe that that is the case very often with this sort of e-commerce dropshipping side hustle that we've been talking about. It almost goes without saying that competition for e-commerce dropshipping will be fierce. Because if you can use Oberlo or Spocket to go out and create a Shopify site in the afternoon and start selling, anyone can. In fact, those businesses are encouraging as many people as possible to try the e-commerce dropshipping side hustle. All of those people will become your competitors, and some of them may be selling the exact same product that you are selling. So you have to compete for search engine optimization. You have to compete for attention in social media. You even have to compete for ad space so that you're each spending more in order to earn conversions. With this sort of e-commerce dropshipping side hustle, you have very little control or even no control over the supply chain. So let's imagine that you're selling a product from AliExpress and the supplier of that product suddenly runs out of inventory. Well, you may not be able to place your dropshipping order, or you may have one canceled. So you will have just spent a whole bunch of advertising dollars to bring someone to your website. You will have worked on your merchandising so they'll convert and buy something, all for no sale. What's more, when an established retailer sells an item through one of its established suppliers and dropships it, the customer typically gets that item within a few days. It is a relatively normal e-commerce experience. But many of the products on AliExpress take 2 weeks or more to be delivered. How happy is that going to make your customer? I have tried to tell you a tale of 2 e-commerce dropshipping methods. The first approach is the one used by established, or maybe I should say serious businesses, where they buy directly from manufacturers and distributors at real wholesale prices. It's pretty common for them to sell products that have 20 or more points of margin, even after they pay for advertising, fulfillment, and overhead. The owners of these kinds of companies can and do become rich. The second approach is to use an inexpensive and easy solution to place e-commerce products on a very basic e-commerce website so that you can slug it out with thousands of other companies to earn some teeny-weeny margins, provide longer than usual shipping times, and offer something less than an average shopping experience. Now, there are folks who do become successful and get rich with this sort of retail arbitrage version of e-commerce dropshipping. But I truly believe that they are the exception and not the rule. I think that as a rule, a person trying to do the sort of e-commerce dropship side hustle is very unlikely to become rich. They may even be unlikely to earn a profit margin. But you don't have to take my word for it. You can do some of your own research and form your own opinion. Finally, I do want to point out that there are many forms of e-commerce which are fantastic side hustles. In fact, I'll probably cover some of them in future videos. But for most people, the e-commerce dropshipping side hustle simply won't work if you use the sort of plug-and-play style solution. Sorry. Please do take a moment to like, subscribe, and comment. Take care.